Hello, Moment friends! Ending here for another episode of the Epic Story. When we last left off, we had finished the battle at Helm's Deep and Book 13 of the Epic Story, finishing off the end of the Epic expansion part of the Epic Story. And now, we are making our way into Book 14, the final book
Now we must look to the future.
of the Epic Story. The battle is won, my friend, and now we must look to the future. The design of Saruman has been ruined, not by any spell or magic, but by the stout hearts of the Rohirrim and the swift speed of Shadowfax. Gandalf notices your study of the curious trees beyond the dike. The forest is no magic of mine, Staftang. A power much older than my own drives it here, and I could not have hoped for a more timely arrival than this. He hands you a number of healing poultices. Before we can proceed, we must attend to the hurts of those injured during the battle. These poultices will bring them some measure of relief. Speak with the king and see if he has need of such treatment, and then do what you can for the wounded. Okay, we gotta go and repair everybody. So here we go.
We have seen victory this day, but our work is not ended.
We have earned a brief respite only, and must take steps to ensure the safety of the mark, without much pause. The king sees the bundle of poultices in your hand, and shakes his head. I am fine, Staftang. I have suffered bruises only, and the strength of my fathers has kept me from sustaining a grievous injury. Many of my men will have need of that healing. Bring those packets to them and see to their hurts. Look too for men with swift horses, and command them to ride for all corners of the mark with news of what happened at the Hornburg. I want every vale in the Riddermark to have tidings of our victory, and to send the strongest fighters to Edoras by the second day of the full moon. After you have exhausted the poultices, and the riders have set forth, find Eckenbrand, and give him my thanks for his timely arrival. Without his men, this sun might have risen on a different day for Rohan. I would be honored to bring the king commands... Waldemar. Alright. Yeah, your injuries are not severe. Good for you. Oh, your horse was slain during the fighting. Oh no. There we go.
We have wrested victory from the very claw of Saruman.
This is a proud day for the riders of the Mark, Staftang. We have wrested victory from the very claw of Saruman, even as he thought his triumph assured. The House of Errol is stronger than he supposed, despite thrice cursed renegade, and the whispers of frailty that have been uttered throughout the Mark. Theoden King has fight in him still, as does his sister son Eomer. Eckenbrand strikes his shield with the side of his sword and cries, "Victory for the Erlingas!" A cry that is answered from others of the Rohirrim throughout the field. After a moment he turns to you with a smile. We have put the Dunlendings to work, Staftang, hauling away the bodies of orcs and their own people, and cleaning the field of battle. Any who take a solemn vow not to cross the fords in war ever again will have the forgiveness of our king.
It will be a few hours before we ride for the ring of Isengard and its evil master.
Gandalf has decided to ride to Isengard to confront Saruman, and my uncle has determined he should ride with him. Some others will go as well, but first we have need of rest. It will be a few hours before we ride for the ring of Isengard, and its evil master. And all of us toiled greatly during the night. Find Dorwine inside the Hornburg. He has begun to arrange bedrolls for those seeking rest for this journey. Okay, we will go and find him.
We spoke yesterday, do you remember?
It feels like a lifetime ago, Staftang.
Speak to me if you are ready, and I will prepare a place for you.
The king and some others of his guard plan to ride for Isengard. But first they will take some hours' rest. You should do so as well, Staftang. Speak to me if you are ready, and I will prepare a place for you.
I will show you to a quiet corner of the keep where you can rest.
And then it is my understanding that you will set forth with the king for Isengard? That is correct.
After a short rest, the company sets out for Isengard and finds the road greatly changed.
I hope you found rest before we set out, Staftang. I tried to do so, but I could not quiet my roving mind, and I am still greatly fatigued. What will we find in Isengard? Aragorn looks from side to side at the towering chunks of the forest. These trees were not here when we arrived at Helm's Deep yesterday. I think we both know what brought them here, to the foot of the dike. But that makes it no less frightening a sight, does it? Do you sense it, Staftang? A presence watches us from among the trees. I do not think the trees bear us any ill will, Aragorn. I hope you are right, Gandalf. I do not feel welcome among the trees. Well, we should not stray from the path at any rate. We do not need worry about that, Gandalf. Legolas, why are we stopping? Staftang, wait. Do you hear that? Of course not, for you do not have elf ears. I hear a great sound of creaking timbers and rustling branches. It comes this way. Legolas, what are you doing? Look, among the trees. Oh, dang, ants. Shepherds of the forest. What are those creatures? They are Ents, Theoden King, shepherds of the forest. Have you forgotten the tales of your youth? We should not disturb them, Staftang. I never believed I would see such things, Staftang. Ents. I am filled with wonder at the sight. Wonder of a kind I thought was the sole reserve of children. I am an old man, a white beard of many winters. And I still have seen things this day I would not have believed yesterday. They tower above mortal men, and cover such a span with each stride, what damage they could do to the homes of my people, if that was their thought. But I do not believe that is their desire. Now I understand the meaning of this forest, Gandalf. I gave nary a thought to the Ents, not since I was a boy. Why do they help us now? You have more allies than you supposed, Theoden King. Even among those you deemed no more than legend. These Ents are herdsmen, not warriors. The people of Rohan need not fear them, as long as they cause no harm to their flock. There is one in this land that they would have done well to heed the Ents before now. If he had heeded them, the battle that is lately ended might have come to a different conclusion. It is good for Rohan, and for all free folk, that he did not take them into account. Let us proceed, Staftang. There are still many miles to go before we reach Isengard. Oh, well yeah, let's just go. The fords of Isen are a sad reminder of the good folk who fell in defense of Rohan. Oh man. Many good men fell at the fords, but their kingdom still stands. We are almost to Isengard, and will bring report of their valiant sacrifice to the wizard who forced its need. Let us rejoin our companions, Staftang. You do not want them to deal with Saruman before we arrive, do you, Staftang? Do you hear that? A horseman approaches from behind us, and at a great speed. I hear the sound of swift hoofbeats approaching from behind us. Let us confront this rider before he overtakes us, and offers some harm to the king. Ride with me, Staftang, and we will learn if he be friend or foe. You are very slow. Halt! Who rides to Rohan? A hooded rider. Rohan, you say? That is the land we seek, with haste. Rohan is ruled by Theoden King, and none into that land without his leave. What is the meaning of your haste? I am Halbarad, Dunedain of the North. We seek Aragorn, son of Arathorn. And you have found him. Aragorn! Dang, you got like all the steeds, buddy. It is good to see you again, Staftang. I knew in my heart we would see you once more, but I did not think to find you in the company of my chieftain, Aragorn. Much has happened since we parted, and little of it good. But we will need to speak of our respective deeds when there is time to breathe. We have found Aragorn between perils, it seems. He had your help for the first, and he has all of us for the second. May it be enough. Oh, dang. Let's start with Guladir. We are well met once again, Staftang, but in hardship. I sought this treacherous leader of the Falcon clan, but he gave me the slip, and escaped into the mountains. He lives still the life of a coward. You tell Guladir that Lou Brennan's fight brought him into your path, and he has been slain. You tell me true? That he has paid for his crimes? He has abandoned some of his own people when he fled, and we left him in the place of peace, where they should be safe. I worried that their former chieftain might seek them out and visit upon them further harm. But even Saruman's magic cannot help Lou Brennan now. I am satisfied, Staftang. Thank you, on behalf of my fallen kinsmen, and also for those of his own people he betrayed. Okay, well, I think that is a good place to stop. Thank you everyone so much for watching another episode of The Epic Story. When we return, we will talk with the rest of these rangers and hopefully finish out this instance, but that's not till next time. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another episode of The Epic Story.